We ain't gonna take too long on this one. I'm just gonna hit you straight with it. Like I said, nigga, this is non-stop action. This is non-stop action, nigga. Non-stop pimping. Non-stop. It does not fucking stop. I shit you not. You know what I'm talking about? I just got off work, was trying to, you know what I'm saying, sit by the fire, relax with you niggas. But it is non-stop action. And I'm gonna read straight from these books. I'm gonna hit you. I ain't got a whole lot of time to do this shit. I'm getting ready to shoot off to work. But I had to share this shit. Like I said, man, non-stop action, which correlates, turns into, my bad, non-stop pimping. It equals. This is all one and the same, bro. It never stops. It never fucking stops. You have 0.0000000000029 of a second. That's how much of a break you got, nigga. And I mean that, bro. They don't have numbers that go past trillions for real. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you get 10 zeros on this side of the one? But they got the numbers that go minus 10 zeros, exponential, 20 zero. They got numbers out. I'm just saying, just as much as they go big is as much as they go small, nigga. They got nanos and picometers. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop at millimeters. It don't stop at decimeters. You know what I'm saying? So 9/10 of a second. Nigga, there's 0.000000009 of a second. That's how much of a motherfucking break you got, nigga. That's how much of a pause in between this and that it is. Let me grab this little book right here, nigga. That's why I showed y'all this shit off the dribble. Secret Teachings of Plants. The first half, you can go to any section, but the first couple chapters of this motherfucking book, as I touched on before, go watch the other videos. We ain't gonna take too much time on this shit. But the non-linearity of life. There are again, numbers, they're infinite. They go on and on and on. So when you just look at it like that, there's no separation from this, from that. The closer I get to touching this book, numbers go infinite. So I never really touched the book, or me and the book have already been touching forever and always. Point being, I never really touched the book. What I think is happening is you feel the force of the book pushing back against the force of my fingernail or my finger, but you feel that force. You're not feeling the book. You know what I mean? Or that's the way it works. It's that force. If we was in the fourth dimension, my finger would go through the book. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd be able to feel the space inside the book, and I'd be able to feel that shit. Point being. Everything is fucking connected. There's not a moment in your life that you ain't got to be on guard. And I'm not saying you should be afraid. It's not about fear. It's about being on guard, being ready, and either or being footloose and fancy free, because you know your shit's guided. You don't have to worry about nothing. Whatever happens, and it's happening for a reason, and it's all happening for your greater good. This might not be the lifetime where you's a millionaire, nigga. This might be the lifetime where you got to take some losses for some shit you did a while back, or you got to learn some shit so you ain't got to do some shit in the next lifetime. Whatever you believe, there might not even be no more lifetimes. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, all of this shit is connected. That's what we talking about. All of this shit is connected. It's all one, and I love the books that bust shit wide open, that do that shit. So I was getting ready to show you this, and like I said, non-stop action, nigga. I had to cut the last video because the neighbor came outside dogging out her son. Now, I don't know what happened. I'm not saying the little nigga, it wasn't warranted or he didn't deserve it. I don't know. I just know the nigga came outside, and the one nigga, I'm pretty sure y'all could hear on the video, because she was like, hey, the fire pit, I wanted this or whatever else. So I just politely paused the video. Again, non-stop action, non-stop pimping. I didn't want to be rude to y'all. I didn't want to be rude to her. So I just slid over, paused the fucking video. But when this another neighbor came outside, same house, different nigga, but she came outside, and she was, I'm going to fuck you up. You want me to fuck you up? I'm going to fuck you up. Stop that shit right now. Stop crying. Why you still crying? I'm going to fuck you up because you still crying. And it's like, nigga, whoa. All right. Pause the motherfucking video. But again, non-stop action. And I'm saying that because I was just getting ready to bust open this book and go through this book and tell y'all about it and read directly from this book or whatever else. This is a hell of a book. That's how I know I'm a hell of a nigga. And more importantly, I don't care if it's just 10 people. It ain't got to be 100. It ain't got to be 1,000. I don't care if it's just 10 people. 1 or 2 of y'all. Hell, all 10 of y'all. But at least one of you motherfuckers. One. This is some heavy hitting ass information. And the fact that I'm trying to share it and get it out there just in general, man, niggas can go buy this shit off of Amazon. the fact that I'm trying to do it, man, the universe, all kind of shit start happening. So not only am I looking at it as this little guy and this, that, and whatever else, I'm looking at that situation like, damn, that's like this and like that, and look at moms and just whatever else. Like, that's a little man. He's a man. He ain't supposed to be afraid of shit. He shouldn't be. It's just in my mind, I wouldn't want my son to be afraid of shit, especially not his own mother. You shouldn't have to be afraid of what she's gonna do to and whatever else. When you do wrong, you get consequences. Or consequences to actions. You know what I'm saying? You already crying and you this and you whatever else. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that. Hold on. See, non-stop action, man. I meant that shit. I'm trying to tell y'all some shit. I'm getting calls. This is my favorite nigga. Hold on. What's happening, cuz?
What's happening, man? The other night we was over. Kayla left her hat. Did you see it?
A hat? What's the hat look like?
It's a jean hat. She had on the little push tricycle thing.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I'll give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna hit you right back. I go search for it real quick. Give me like 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right, yeah. I think I did see it. Hell yeah. Non-stop action, nigga. AKA non-stop pimping, nigga. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Which will give me like 5 minutes. I'm with you, but niggas can't be like 10 minutes. But I do believe you know what I'm saying? Non-stop action. And for me, that's my whole motherfucking point, man. For me to end up doing more videos and whatever the fuck else, I just got to bring you niggas into my life. It just is what it is. You're gonna have to get in this shit with me, and that's just all it is to it, man. Cause I'm learning and I'm getting in shit as I go, man. I get so lost in these motherfucking books. But check this out. This is the Zodiac and the Sauce of Salvation by PiMpin. Why I think this is one of them master books. This is a book everybody should own. You should have. The nigga even goes into the etymology, the symbols, why they chose this symbol, the etymology of some of the names and of a Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio. He goes into etymology of a lot of shit. And I'm just gonna read one for you. Matter of fact, we're gonna start off with Aries, because like I said, man, bro, it's April 16th. Since he commented, but it does start with Aries and whatnot. So I'm gonna read you a lot of the shit I got highlighted, and I mean it is huge. But long story short, let me see if I can find you something. All right. Basically, what we're getting at here is, we talking about the Zodiac. One more book. Let me show you this shit too, because it gives me a reason to come back to this motherfucker. Here it is. Imaginary Landscapes. Imaginary Landscape. Making worlds of myth and science. Oh man, my bad. She wants some action. My bad, bro. I try to get you in there, but you got you some. That's what's up, Megatron. But Imaginary Landscape, making worlds of myth and science. So again, man, in these stories, it's a lot of shit going on in these stories, dude. Let me see if I can flip open to some shit. In this book, they broke down. Look at this plant. There's a plant. So, and this is Rapunzel cosmology. Cosmology. What the fuck does this shit have to do with the cosmos, nigga? It ain't fun and games. It ain't fucking fun and games. So when I'm telling you to watch these fucking cartoon shows or this, that, and whatever else, if you niggas think I'm playing, I'm not fucking playing. Just like that fire pit outside, nigga, I'm out here burning shit, I'm doing shit. This is not a fucking game. Like, for real. They are telling you shit, showing you shit right up in your motherfucking face, but you gotta have the keys, you gotta be able to unlock the shit, you gotta know what the fuck you looking at. So anyways, you gotta know what the fuck you dealing with, and it's non-stop action. Every fucking story they tell you, every time somebody starts talking to you, that's why I got a rule book of arguments. The most basic function of life, or one of the most basic, I'm just saying, if you are explaining anything to anybody, if you give a reason or set of reasons for an ideal, an event, an action, that is arguing. So no matter what you do, damn near all day, every day, you are arguing, and niggas don't even know it. I don't want to argue with you. It's like saying you don't want to open your mouth and talk today. Yes, you want to argue. You have to. This is what you do like every day, man. I like that. I want this. Why do you want that? Whatever. You don't have to, because you can just give statements. You can dictate all day long. Give me this. I want that. Let me have this. But if ever somebody says why, or you just start telling them what you think is cool, or why do you like this, or hey, you should watch this video because da 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 da. That's arguing. You're arguing all the goddamn time. So again, It's non-stop action. It's non-stop pimping. Anytime anybody is talking to you, that could be a message from anybody, from anywhere, and whatever else. Like I said, let me show you, bring you into my life a little bit, how I looked at it. That little nigga just came. They had just got. I guess it was her grandmother's house. She just brought him over to the grandmother's house. I'm talking about the young nigga that why I stopped the video, the last video. And the mom that was flipping out on the little boy. He had to be like 6 or 7. He's a little bit older than my little nigga. My little nigga's 5. So this little nigga had to be like 6 or 7. But long story short, she flipped out on him. She like, as soon as we get to the mom's house, he starts acting all different, and he starts wooch whoop and doing this and that. Now he's crying, and I want him to stop, and I'm not with it, and I ain't gonna deal with it, and I ain't gonna da 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 whatever. Like I said, what went through my mind. Shit, my son, I wouldn't want to be afraid of whatever else. Of course, he does have to respect his mom. It's got to be this, it's got to be that. There's a whole scenario there. Everything that was actually going on, I soaked that in. I'm also doing the video and this and that, whatever else, so I got to be able to navigate. Go ahead, stop this, pause this, whatever's getting ready to happen here, but kill that out. So everything is all happening in an instant. You got 0.00029 seconds to react, nigga. That's how much of a second you got. 0.0000029 of a second, nigga. Start thinking like that. It's no time. That's how the nerves move and whatever else. Why the skin is so motherfucking tight. As soon as you get touched, you feel that shit. It didn't wait to go through the nerves and this and whatever else. The skin is right about it. I mean, as soon as you touch any fucking where, you immediately feel that shit. You got to get pinched or whatever to feel the pain. You may feel the pressure. The skin is going to feel the pressure, but the skin is way doper than your nerve system. But I'm just saying, non-stop action. That's why touch is one of the, it's so synonymous with emotions. Oh, I'm touched. How, nigga? I didn't actually reach out and touch you. But why is touch and feelings, again, even feel and feel. You know what I'm saying? How is feel something that you do internally, but feel is also that something that you do externally, because your skin is what, quote unquote, how they originally got you to understand you are separate from the rest of the world. Your skin is your shell. This is what separates you from everything else, or so you think. Because you have a skin, and your skin isn't attached to this book. I can take this book off of my skin. There's another book, Dirt. I got this book, Dirt, right? A social history as seen through the uses and abuses of dirt. Because a nigga asked me about my books, so I'm pulling out books. I got a lot of books, fam. I got a lot of books. This just came out the shelf. I got a lot. They all over the place, bro. There's books behind me, books on the floor, books over there. There's books all over the fucking place. We can pull them out as the conversation goes. This is probably why I need to go live, nigga. I can't wait till I get to go live, nigga. But anyways, yeah, Dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the shit that sticks to you and you can't get it off, so it makes you feel like you have no control of it. So why people don't like being dirty. Some people don't mind being dirty. Social history as seen through the uses and abuses of dirt. Now, this was a very fucking expensive book. I'm glad it ended up coming out. Like, it was like $100. I don't want to say very expensive, but it was like $100 at first. But then this paperback version came out. I'm like, yeah, give me that shit. But anyways, again, in that same story of Rapunzel, the same story of Tangled, but the same story of Rapunzel let down your hair. This is the same thing that's going on. There's a stalk. And if this plant doesn't get fertilized, it will curl its own, like whatever the fuck, but it'll curl down, scoop its own pollen, and come back up. Curl down, scoop its own pollen, and come back up. But in the original version of the Grimm's fairy tales, not that Disney shit they got out there, she ended up pregnant, and that's how the witch ended up finding out, or the witch ended up finding out that she had been doing something, that somebody had been up her. How else can you get pregnant? You see what I mean? She got pregnant from the dude. So basically, yeah, it's how she figured it out. It was a whole thing. But not only that, so there's a plant that's actually doing that. Cheap gang. We flip a couple pages, you feel me? And right in the middle of there, it is actually this large squiggly line on the outside. That shit is the path of Jupiter through the cosmos. On the inside, it's actually showing you Mars and Venus. Get the book and it'll be more focused and you can read for your own fucking self and all of that shit, right? But Mars and Venus, all of this shit is going on in the story of Rapunzel. All of this shit is going on. So, again, in the Zodiac, I'm not just saying get this shit because it's this and that. All of this shit is going on. Even figuring out your motherfucking body. All of this shit is going on with the motherfucking astrology and the Zodiac. These niggas figured that shit out. These niggas have been doing this shit. I told you, everything's on me. I ain't got time. I'm here to finish this up. These niggas have been doing this shit for thousands of years, nigga. Thousands of years, nigga. Thousands of years, nigga. That's why the Lucifer and Ahriman. That's why I thought this shit was really kind of dope. Because this is what he was saying again, man. When Lucifer came around first, this was the serpent wisdom and whatever else. When Lucifer came around first, he got everybody in their feelings. This, that, and the third. He was intuition. You know what I'm saying? But this is how they start to understand everything and figure shit out. Even, you know, the moon star. I'm just saying, Lucifer came through with all the pagan wisdom, the mystery systems, this, that, and the third, whatever else. You got to know some shit. Then came the Christ energy, which was right down the middle of the path, whatever. It came the Christ energy to combat the Lucifer energy, right? And you have to be able to maintain and stay in the Christ energy now that Ahriman is getting ready to come about. And, nigga, it's not a game. It's not a game. I got these two books together. See, nigga, we pulling out books. Psychology, Concepts, and Applications. Now, in this book, I had to separate this book with this book because they was The Devil. Perceptions of Evil from Antiquity to Primitive Christianity. Perceptions of Evil. And I have done a video about this and whatever else. But again, the devil, they was always talking about you niggas. Always. It ended up being some this or that and whatever. But antiquity, time before time, the devil was one of you motherfuckers. There's good inside of everybody and there's evil inside of everybody. But the devil was one of you motherfuckers. They was literally saying that shit. So I read this shit. By the time I get to this Lucifer and Ahriman book, it's talking about some other shit. So, man, again, like I said, get your beliefs together. Get your shit together. And as soon as you start understanding shit, stand on that. Rock with that and run with that. Now, if it brings you $1 million, that's what's up. If it brings you heartache and despair, that's what's up. You must needed that in this lifetime. And or whatever, stand on your motherfucking rock, nigga. Don't let it kill you out. Don't let it hurt you. Don't let it stop you from being you. You got to take that shit like a man. You feel me? You might have ran from a whole lot of other shit, a lot of other lifetimes and whatever, but take that shit like a man. You may be clearing some shit up. I mean, this could be all type of karmic, whatever. I ain't going to get into all that shit. But again, if it takes you to some good shit, that's what's up. If it takes you to some bad shit, man, that's what's up. But that's the shit you're dealing with. Again, numerology and whatever else. My birthday is what it is on my birthday. Great leader, ambitious, whatever the fuck else on the 28th. 16th is say this, spiritual and philosophy and this and that. They say shit about leadership. So you're very into spirituality and philosophy on any nigga born on the 16th. The 29th, you think in pictures and you see like this and like that. Any nigga born on the 29th. So, I mean, you know, motherfuckers have been doing this shit for thousands of years, but that was the Lucifer energy. Alright, show you this shit. Because like I said, man, I gotta get to it. Find this motherfucking book. Let's go straight to Aries and the cell salts. It's talking about the shit, the chemical compound that makes up your blood. The blood, nigga. The blood, nigga. Your blood. That red shit. Your motherfucking blood. Look, I busted my shit up. Probably it's kind of nasty, but you feel me? I don't mind. You can see my fucking knuckles. Busted my shit up, man. We ain't gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about I was chopping wood. But anyways, I'm just saying, man, the blood. The motherfucking blood. Y'all know I be drinking, you know what I'm saying, man? I ain't gonna took me all shot. I gotta get to work. Alright. It don't take up too much of your time. But each one of these motherfuckers correlates to other shit in your, I mean, each one of these fucking zodiac signs has something to do with your motherfucking blood and the actual shit in your blood and the chemical makeup of the shit. It really does the same shit going on in your skin is what it is. Alright. Therefore, the cell salt corresponding to the sign of the zodiac and function of the body is consumed more rapidly than other salts. An extra amount is needed to supply the deficiency caused by the sun's influence at that particular time. Alright. Okay. Natural man or natural things must be raised from the level of nature to supernatural in order to realize new concepts that lie waiting for recognition above the solar plexus. That is, above the animal or natural man. The cosmic law is not in the least disturbed by negative statements of the ignorant individual. I don't give a fuck what you niggas think. I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas think. And you shouldn't either. You gotta make up your mind for your motherfucking self. It don't matter what my motherfucking beliefs are. What are your motherfucking beliefs? And how are they working for you? Is the shit working for you? Do you have everything you want to have in this lifetime? Are you creating shit? Motherfucker, are you making love? Or are you getting hated on? You figure it out. And once you figure it out, do what the fuck you gotta do. But that's the fucking point here. Anyways. Anyways, and there are motherfuckers who have already figured it out. So believe them if you want to. This is why I say go to the bibliography. You can find books out of other books. They tell you where they get this information from, so you can make your own fucking mind up. It's actually like the law. You have to. You can't just say some old random ass wild ass shit. You can't just write a book about any fucking thing and not state your fucking sources. It won't be published that way. Where did you get this from? What the fuck is making you say this? You gotta have. And you got. I'm just saying that you get it. I know you get it. So point being, these niggas ain't. Don't argue with me. Argue with the motherfucking doctors and the niggas that put in the research. I'm just the nigga that went through all these motherfucking books that I keep showing you. And this is how I made my mind up, nigga. And this is why I got all these motherfucking books so I can refer to some shit. So alright, check this out. Aries. Angles of planets cause effects or influences. Got my little cheat sheet right here, right? Angles of planets. You see this? This is the houses and shit. This is like the zodiac shit, which is why they show you this shit. You see what I'm saying? On a circle, a wheel, or whatever else. You see this nigga's body right here on the front? This motherfucking book is ignorant. Just the front of this shit shows you all kind of shit, which is the book I got sitting right here. Same thing. The hard facts of Grimm's fairy tales. They telling you shit, but they ain't telling you shit, and they showing you shit. And if all you can see is this nigga getting ready to hurt this woman, and you can't get at your feelings, and oh, he's getting ready to do something to that little lady, and whatever else, you don't see the fact that he's pointing his dick straight at her womb. That's a sword and whatever else, but the symbology, look, dick straight at the womb. Look at that. What the fuck is that hanging between his legs then? How can that be the scabbard? Who keeps their sword in front of them between their legs? So they can't be the scabbard. And look at how it's it even looks like it's dangling a little bit. It ain't like straight and hard. You would stick the sword in something, it would be like hard. It wouldn't be just dangling like that, would he? So big black dick in front of this obviously white girl. But he's also pointing his sword, aka holding his dick, pointing right at her. All kind of shit is going on in pictures. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Boom. And you got to find your own interpretations and whatever else. Like I just let my partner, my cousin's wife borrow this dream book and whatever else. But it's what it is. I got another dream book. Where people fly and water runs uphill. Where people fly and water runs uphill by Jeremy Tabor. Using your dreams to tap the wisdom of the unconscious. Unconscious. Not the subconscious, the unconscious. So, alright, man. Yeah, like I said, I got shit to do. I gotta go. The optic thalamus, but angles of planets cause effects or influences. This is all in this one book. This is like a master fucking book. See, we talk about angles, you talk about mathematics, whatever else. The optic thalamus, meaning light of the chamber. See, optic thalamus, meaning light of the chamber. He even breaks down the etymology of these words and why they use the words that they use, like cerebrum, cerebrum, and cerebellum. The cerebrum and the cerebellum. These words have meanings. You see, cere, C-E-R-E is in the first, is a prefix to it. Cerebellum, cerebrum. They have fucking meanings, and they did this shit for a reason. That's also, like I said, numbers, the shit gets fucking deep. Even words, shit gets fucking deep. Shit gets fucking deep. Alright, so, the priesthood of the Middle Ages, wishing to control the ignorant niggas, personified the influence of planetary aspects, positions, or angles, personified them, and transposed the letters so that they spell angel. Upon this one slippery cog, the stupendous frauds of the ecclesiasticism were built, with the false teachings of the church ingrained into the fiber of the brain of man. Anyways, the coming of Christ at the end of the world has been preached from every street corner for several years, and thousands, yea, millions are pledged themselves. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this shit. The optic thalamus is the Aries planet, and when fully developed through physical regeneration, it lifts the initiate from the kingdom of earth, animal desire below the solar plexus, to the pineal gland that connects the cerebellum, the temple of the spiritual ego, with the optic thalamus, or the third eye. By this regenerative process, millions of dormant cells of the brain are resurrected and set in operation. Then man no longer sees through a glass darkly, but with the eye of spiritual understanding. Caliphosphate is the greatest healing agent known to man because it is the chemical base of material expression and understanding. The brain itself Okay. For hold on. Alarms and shit. So just non-stop action. You always got shit to do. Time is no thing. My bad, I'm bumping the camera and shit. Time is no thing. There's always shit to do. But basically, you got kali phosphate, right? Or potassium phosphate. Okay? From the teachings of the chemistry of life, we find that the basis of the brain or nerve fluid, is a certain mineral salt known as potassium phosphate. A deficiency in this brain constituent means sin or a falling short of judgment or proper comprehension. You feel me? With the advent of the Aries Lord, God, or planet, cell salts are rapidly coming to the fore as the basis of all healing. Potassium phosphate is the greatest that I write. The cell salts of the human organism are now being prepared for use. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, potassium phosphate, you can find that shit on Amazon too. I whipped my shit out on my phone and was like, hold on, because I'm a motherfucking Taurus. And it keeps going out. See, I'm in the first section. The first section just gives you kind of like a quick rundown of this shit. Man, when I come home, fuck it. Like I said, man, we just gonna have to do this. For me to do more videos, I'm gonna have to bring you niggas into my life a little bit. But I'm gonna go deeper into this book. I really am, because most of this section back here is where they go into detail about each fucking one of them. Yep, here's Aquarius all the way back here. So it goes into detail about every fucking one. And you know what? Let's just jump ahead. Right? Check this shit out. Aries and potassium phosphate. The word caduceus is derived from the verb cado, meaning to fall. Therefore, the whole story of the fall and rise of man is contained in it. You know what the caduceus is, nigga? This is why this book is fucking ignorant. Ignorant, you need this shit. So, the word caduceus is derived from the verb cado, meaning to fall. Therefore, the whole story of the fall and rise of man is contained in it. For the winged pole represents the cerebrospinal system. The pole, the spine, and the two wings are the two hemispheres of the brain or the tree of life, while the two serpents twined around it are the right and left sympathetic systems, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and also the two thieves. All unnecessary motion constitutes waste, and when the nervous system is so depleted that there is no control over it, one is said to be uncontrolled or carried away by emotion. Aries, nigga. One does not need to exclaim, to weep, to shout, or to jump, or to express what one thinks, but the eyes and face can express deep sympathy and understanding. To prove that the Hindus know of a tree of life, we find that in their literature the following: the fruit and sap of the tree of life bestows immortality. Among the most ancient traditions of the Hindus is that the tree of life is called soma, the juice of which imparts immortality. In the sacred mountain Meru, which is perpetually clothed in the golden rays of the sun, and whose lofty summit, you see what I mean? This shit goes everywhere. But it really explains to you and breaks down to you how all these niggas are talking about the same thing. A study of the word cerebrum gives us the following. Cere, C-E-R-E, means wax. And from the same root, we have the word cereol, or seed. The letter Beth in Hebrew means womb or matrix of creation. The rest of the word is a Latin neuter ending, signifying that the word has a neutral meaning. Truly is the cerebral substance of a neutral nature. Truly is the cerebral substance of a neutral nature, as it contains or consists of all things. The English explanation of the word wax, used as a verb, means to assume by degrees a specific state or condition, and this is true of the brain as an organ. Nigga, what? Hold on, nigga, what? The English explanation of the word wax, used as a verb, means to assume by degrees, like waxing and went, to assume by degrees a specific state or condition. And that is exactly what the fuck your brain does. So, cere, wax, there's a reason, like I said, why they use these words, why they getting all of this shit. And this is straight out of the Aries, kali phosphate, right? We find much in the above quotation that Aries, the upper brain, is the celestial sphere that it corresponds to heaven and is therefore man's heaven. The scriptures substantiate this by saying the kingdom of heaven is within you. Therefore, within Aries are all of the lights, planets, and rates of vibration. In other words, gods or ruling powers. And it is these which link up with, receive vibrations from, and are affected by the planets or heavenly bodies without. So as above, so below. As within, so without. Whatever the fuck, however the fuck it goes. But there you go. There you motherfucking go. Get this fucking book. Quit playing with me, nigga. We getting ready to talk about this shit some more, bro. OZ, the motherfucking wizard. Holla at your boy, man. Like, share, subscribe, but don't do none of that shit and keep running and hiding, man. But let me know if you want to rock some more of these books, man. We're going to get into it. Like I said, I just had to stop that video last time real quick. So I wanted to follow it up with this and let you niggas know it is non-stop action. And again, we talking about the cells and whatever else in your body. So if this gives you a reason to be healthy and whatever else, again, there are many paths to enlightenment. But one thing that this motherfucker is saying is, the more you purify the shit in your body, the more clearer you can think, the more clearer you can whatever else, right? The more you purify shit. Or the more you add more of this, the more you have more of that. I'm a Taurus, so I got a little bit more of this, so I do Taurus like shit. If I put in more Aries or put in more work with whatever else, you know what I'm talking about, then I can balance my shit out and or whatever. But there are niggas out here that take 60 plus fucking pills a day because that's what the fuck they doing. They're regenerating their body. They putting whatever they taking out, they putting the shit right back in, alright? OZ the Wizard. Like, share, subscribe. Don't do none of that shit. Keep running, hiding. It don't really fucking matter to we. We gonna get there when we supposed to get there. You feel me? I fuck with you.